So we were discussing about the Vahishkrit dhoti. So in the beginning we have to perform the Kaki Mudra, then we have to fill the stomach with the air, and for 1.5 hours we have to retain it, and then we have to take it from the lower door. Nabhi Magana Jale Sthitva Shakti Nadim Visarjiyet. He says that you have to go and stay in the water, and water should be up to the navel region, and you have to take out, Visarjiyet means you have to take out the Nadi Shakti. Nadi Shakti here stands for the rectum part. So rectum is to be taken out, and Karabhyam Chaliyet Nadim, and you have to clean it with your help, with the help of your hands. Jabat mal visarjiyet. So long you are not purifying it, it should be cleaned properly. So tabat prakshale nadim cha udre veshit. After cleaning this rectum, slowly you have to take in. Idam prakshalanam gopyam deva namampi durlabam. This is very difficult. It should not be, it is a kind of secret. It should not be discussed with the people who are not having any background. That is what it says. And deva namampi durlabam, it is very not easily available even to the God. That is what it says. So it is bit difficult. I have heard, I have not seen with my own eyes, but I have heard that when Swami Kuvalananda asked a question to Swami Madhav Das ji, his master, who was staying in Malsar near Baroda. So he asked a question that I have heard that people take this rectum part out and they clean. I would like to see. Then Madhav Das ji took the Swami Kuvalananda to the Narmada bank, and where he saw that people were taking out the rectum part and they were cleaning, So it is a bit difficult for us, but this practice was going on in ancient olden days.
Does anyone practice it now?
I don't think. We are cleaning the rectum, but there is a different. Nowadays people used to do this anima, Anima, in Ayurveda also and naturopathy also. So people used to take this anima with a view to clean the rectum part nowadays, but no one is taking out the rectum part. Now, Yamad Dharana Shakti Yaman Sadhe Nara. So long you not develop this capacity to hold the water inside for 1.5 hours, Vahishkrit Mahad Dhoti Tavat Chevna Jayate. You will not be, he says, Genda says that you will not be able to perform this dhoti if you are not able to retain this 1.5 hours inside. When you develop this capacity, then only you will be able to perform this Vahishkrit dhoti, otherwise not. Now coming to the Dantamula. Dantamula Jibha Moolam Randhe Chakarana Yugmayo Kapal Randram Panchete Dant Dhotir Vidhiyate. Now these are the 5. Dantamulam, it is, Mool means the root of the teeth. Jibha Moolam, the root of the tongue, and opening of the 2 ears, Randra, Karna Yugmayo, Kapal Randram Cha. Kapal Randram, it is related to the sinus. Danta Dhotir Vidhiyate. These are the 4 kinds. That is what Danta Dhoti, you can Danta Dhoti, Jibha Moolam, and Karan Randra and Kapal Randra. These are the frontal sinuses. So all this, and this is what every day we are doing. We are cleaning the teeth with the brush. It is better to clean with the finger, so you can massage the gums also. So that is too good. And some of us, they are using the Colgate, this toothpaste. There are various types of toothpaste available in the market. Ramdev Baba has provided another type of toothpaste. It is cheap and also a good one.
सर ये कारण युग
So-
में ये जो है
कर्ण युग में दोनों कान, युग्म बोले तो दो,
ये दोनों कान को यहाँ से साफ करें या अंदर से?
नहीं नहीं बाहर बाहर से, अभी टेक्निक बताएंगे वो,
ठीक ठीक
टेक्निक बताएंगे. So these all every day we are, I used to do the way I am doing, that I would like to share with you. He says that 3 fingers should be inserted, with a view to clean the root of the tongue. I used to do with the help of the 2 fingers. We are putting the inside, cleaning it. Also, this upper part is also been cleaned by the thumb, I think all of us, they know. But what kind of technique he says, that we have to discuss. Somebody was asking something. Yes. Yes, sir.
The toothpaste, most of the toothpaste, other than Nambudi or something, they have the fluoride, which is very harmful.
Very, very harmful. Of
And then secondly, Siddha medicine says that if you use a toothpaste which is in order to liquefy in order to make it a paste, there are some chemicals added to it, which are very harmful.
very
So
nice.
they say,
Very correct.
Khadira plant or the neem stick.
That is what he says. Gerenda says. That is what Gerenda says. He says, Khadirev rasenath, this ras, the juice of the khadir peed, this tree, what do you call it, khadir tree? It is a, pardon? Yeah, katha, but the name of the peed, this tree is Axia, ACACIA. Okay, ACACIA. Yeah. How you pronounce it?
अकेशिया
Acacia. Acacia is a babul, and there is a babul we used to do this. We take this, what you call the stick, small, and we, with the help of the teeth, we chew it properly, and then we brush that is the babul.
बबूल का कांटा बहुत होता है
लेकिन we have to clean that. Okay. और कर्नल साहब, खदीर कैटचू क्या होता है? कैटचू, इट इज ए कैटचू, CATCHU, कैटचू. I think it is related to, maybe. So leave it. There is a one tree, we call it khadira. So we have to take and if you go to the forest, particularly in Himachal Pradesh, I have seen they put this pot, near this, and the juice is excreted from the tree, and that is more useful. That is what Gerenda says. So that is useful for. But at least we should not, as he suggested, the toothpaste, they contains the chemicals and they are very harmful. So therefore we have to be careful while purchasing this toothpaste. So it is better, because Ramdev Baba claims that he is not using any chemical, and it is very simple. So if it is useful, please try. But I am not the ambassador of Ramdev Baba.
ये जो जीप क्लीनिंग की बात आई, जीप सफाई कर रहे हैं, बोलते हैं मॉर्निंग में ऐसा, आई थिंक आयुर्वेद में है कि आप सो के उठे केवल पानी विदाउट साफ किए हुए पानी पी लीजिए, विदाउट जीप क्लीन किए हुए, विदाउट क्लीनिंग. दैट इज वेरी गुड.
It is appreciated according to Ayurveda, and water is to be drunk in the morning. 1-2 गिलास तो पानी को गुनगुना पीना ही चाहिए. Lukewarm, not the cold water, lukewarm. At least 2 glasses we should consume in the morning. It is too good.
विदाउट क्लीनिंग.
Yes. And thereafter you have to do all this. Marjyet dant moolam cha yavat kelvish maharet. So long this impurity is there, you have to. So dant moolam paradhauti yoginam yoga sadhane nityam kuryat prabhate cha. In the morning you have to do it. Dantaraksham cha yogavit. We have to Dantamulam Dhavanadi Karyeshu Yoginam Matam. Now here it says that Dantamulam Paradhauti Yoginam Yoga Sadhane. Yoginam Yoga Sadhane. Yogis in their practice of yoga, they have to clean the teeth, and it is known as great dhoti. Nityam kuryat prabhate cha. Every day it should be done in the morning. Dantaraksham cha yogavit, and then only you will be able to preserve your teeth. Dantamulam dhavanadi karyeshu yoginam matam. The cleaning of the teeth is considered by the yogis to be one among the processes of purification. So, root of the teeth, they are to be cleaned properly, and it can be cleaned if you clean it with that I was talking about, the stick, or with the help of the finger. But here in Vedic literature, particularly in Veda, it is said that as we are avoiding this finger, I would like to share this information with you. So long you do not know, you are okay. But if you know and then you use it, then it will not be. Then you are committing some, what you call the sin, they say. Tarjani dant shuddhani cha gautulya mans bhakshanam. If you clean your teeth with the help of this tarjani, this index finger, tarjani stands for this first finger. If you clean this, then as if you are eating the flesh of a cow. So therefore, we should not clean this teeth with the help of this finger. So you can apply the middle finger. And if today onwards, if you are using this finger, so please don't use the ring finger, this finger. You can use the middle finger. Now, athato samprabhakshami jibha shodhan karanam jara marana rogadin nashrid dirgha lambika. Actually speaking, he says atah, hereafter. I will samprabhakshami, I will explain to you the jibha shodhan, the process of cleansing the tongue. Jara marana rogadin. Jara means the budhapa, it is old age, and what you call the maran is death, rogadin, various disorders, dirgha lambika, and elongated you have to what do you call it, जिब्बा को लंबा करना है, elongated tongue for the purpose of khichdi mudra. So he will let you know how to do it. He will let you know. So this is what means jibha shodhan is a very, very important. That is what he says. We have to learn to clean the root of the tongue, and it will be, and not only with a view to avoid the old age or the death or this or that, but there is a purpose. The purpose is tarjani madhyama nama angulitre yogata beshyed galmadhetu marjit lambika gulam. So you have to put, he says, 3 fingers. In the beginning I said I am putting 2 fingers, but he says 3 fingers. Then take to the root, then you have to massage. Whatever the mal is, whatever the impurity or the cough is accumulated at that place, it will be taken out with the help of this. Shani shanit marjitva kaphadosham nivaryet. And you should not apply the force. You have to do it slowly. That is what he says. Marjet navanitam cha dohech puna. Now you have to apply the navneet is a butter, navneet. So, and milking, dohan means is milking. So you have to make it longer, So you have to take the tongue. There was a Swami, you might have heard, the Colonel Sahib, because he was there for few days, few months in our institution. Have you heard about Ramanand Yogi? Oh. He was basically from Karnataka, but he was a disciple of Swami Kubriyananda directly. Swami Kubriyananda restricted him not to cut the farinum, but every week he was cutting the farinum and he was applying that harda powder, and his tongue he was able to take the tongue to this ear to that ear, and then he was able to put the tongue. He was the only yogi I have seen with my own eyes, because when he died, he was in my lap. So he was the only man who was putting the tongue in the nasopharyngeal cavity, and he was sitting for hours together. So the purpose is, behind this purpose is, it is a kind of story for you all, that there is a Chandramandal in the skull and nectar is oozing all the time. Have you heard this story? It is a story for all of us. And if you practice this Khechari Mudra, you can save that. Otherwise, that nectar goes to the umbilicus area, where according to the Hari Yogic tradition, the sun is sitting here that consumes this nectar, and therefore there is a aging effect. So those who are practicing this Khechari Mudra, they can taste that nectar and they do not allow to come down this nectar. Even Viprit Karne Mudra, if you do, you will never allow this nectar to come down to the navel region. So I have seen with my own eyes, and I was every year I used to go to Bulgaria also. And in Bulgarian people, there are practitioners. They are particularly practicing the Kriya Yoga of Yogananda tradition, Lahiri Maharshi tradition. And if you tell them, because already those who are having the long tongue, immediately if you tell them to practice Khechari Mudra, immediately they put this tongue in the nasopharyngeal cavity without cutting the farinum. Without cutting, because they are having that, they are trained in doing this. But those who are having the long tongue, I do not have long tongue. I cannot do this. So if I have to do, then I have to. But Swamiji used to say to Ramanandji himself has said that Swami, and you will not be able to understand what he is talking about. After cutting the farinum, you cannot understand what the person, if you are not continuously, you are living with, accompanying the person, then only you will be able to understand his language. Otherwise, क्या कहते हैं उसको? His tongue is not under his control. So, but we were understanding. So he was telling one day that Swami Kubriyananda restricted me not to cut the farinum. So you have to Snuhi Patra. That is what in Hatapradipika, Snuhi Patram. It is a sharp edge instrument you have to take, and you have to cut only बाल भर काटना होता है वो, बाल भर जम, इधर नीचे ये farinum, and you have to take it to the root, up to the root, slowly. Every week you have to cut once. ये बाल भर. Pardon? Farinum बोला ये वाला. Under the tongue. This one. ये slowly.
ये वाला मैं देखा 2-3 ऋषिकेश में मिले थे, वो सब डालते थे, छोटा नॉर्मल जीप था डालता था.
हाँ, कुछ ऐसा भी कर सकते हैं.
Not very.
It should not be. Because we all, let me tell you, we all are householders. Whether we want to be that kind of yogi or we want to be a good citizen or a good human being, that is the purpose. So if we want to be a good human being, no need to cut the farinum or no need to do so many things, because we are not going to be a yogi. Okay, so that is to be kept in mind. So kapha dosham nivaryat. So we have to overcome the problems related to the mucus. Marjyet navnitam dohecha puna puna tadagram loha yantren karshitva shane shane. Now you have to catch now Gerenda says you have to catch the tongue with the help of the instrument, the iron instrument. You have to take out the tongue with a view to make it elongated. Nityam kuryat prayatnena. Effortfully you have to do it. Then evam krite cha nityam sa lambika dirghata. Then only it will becomes prolonged. Dirghata bhavet. Then tarjani angulika agrena marjyet karnarandram. Tarjani angulya agrena. This is tarjuni anguli. Agra bhag. You have to marjyet. You have to put it in the karnarandra. Then nityam abhyas yogena nadantram prakashyet. If you don't do it, what Gerenda wanted to say is that if you don't do it, the mal will be accumulated, this impure, and sometime you might have observed, people used to put some drops in the air, with a view to melt that wax. So every day, that is what nowadays we are using the buds, that is too good. So that can be used instead of doing this. Nityam abhyas yoga. Then only you will be able to listen the nadantaram. Whatever the internally aroused nad sound, that is what is nad. Internally aroused sound can be heard through the ears. That is what he says. Vridangushtena dakshena mardyet bhalarandaram evam abhyas yogena kapha dosham nivaryet. He says that every day mardyet bhalarandram inside it is the palate that with the help of this. Now evam abhyas yogena kapha dosh, you will be able to overcome the problems related to the mucus, the kapha. Nadi nirmaltam yati, all nadi. The concept of nadi, it is to be understood properly. These are not the nerves, these are not the allopathic nerves and veins. Keep this in mind, please. Even these are not the shiras and hiras of Ayurveda. So those who are practitioner can understand these are the subtle energy channels. Means the pranic energy flows through these paths. These are said to, therefore, these are said to be the subtle. So all nadis will be purified, he says. Divya drishti prajayate. Your drishti, your sight will become a divine even thereafter. He says, Nindraante bhojanante ch divante ch dine dine. Nindraante, after this sleep, and after food, and divante, after this is to be practiced. Hriddhauti trividha kurya dand bamana vasasa. Dand dhauti, this hriddhauti is to be practiced 3 ways. That is dand dhauti. So dand dhauti nowadays, as yesterday we were talking that we are putting the tube inside, but he says ramba dandam harid dandam. You have to take the Ramba stands for the banana tree. Banana. Ramba stands for banana. Harid dandam, haritki, haritki. Haritki it is what do you call it? Yeah, it is turmeric. Harit haldi. Haldi ka danda, but बहुत soft होता है. It is very soft, This, it is a stall, kind of stall that we have to take. That he says, or we have to take the Ramba Dandam. Ramba Dandam means it is this. Yes. Then Hrind Madhye Chalitva to Puna Pratyaharit. You have to insert then you have to take it out. That is what it says. Kapha pittam cha kledam cha rechet urdvamana urdvartmana dandadhauti vidhanena hridrogam nashiyet dhrubam. He says that kapham, pittam, kapha dosh, pitta dosh, or this kledam. Kledam means a kind of mucus, you know. It is a kledam is mucus. Rechet urdvamana. You have to throw it out from the upper door. Dandadhauti vidhanena hridrogam nashit. With the help of this dandadhauti, you can overcome the various problems related to the related to the, you cannot say heart, it is related to the gullet, you know. Yeah, it is related to the glottis, you can say. Bhojanante pivedvari chakantham puritam sudhi. After eating, you have to drink the water, he says. Pivedvari chakantham. How? Up to the country you have to, up to the throat, you have to drink the water. खाने के बाद बोल रहा है, देखिए ना क्या आगे क्या बोल रहा है. ऊर्ध्वा दृष्टिम क्षणम कृत्वा. Then you have to see little bit up, you know, for a fraction of second. Tadjalam bamit puna. Whatever the water you have taken, it should be vomit, you know, it should be thrown out. Nityam abhyas yogena kapha pittam nivariyet. With the help of this, he says, kapha problem and pith problem, it will be overcome with the help of. Just not. So, as in the morning, you know, sometime when there is a problem related to the this cough problem, you know. So what we do, we are doing garlic, you know. गला को साफ करने के लिए क्या करते हैं? नमक और हल्दी डाल करके पानी लेते, गर्म करके करते हैं ना, गरारे करते हैं ना, क्या बोलते हैं आप उसको? गार्लिंग करते हैं ना, डार्लिंग नहीं. So it is that kind of practice. Immediately after eating, you have to take little bit up and then you have to take that water out. He said, after eating, it is a kind of Vyagri Kriya. In other words, have you seen this Vyagra or dog? Whenever they eat something wrong, you know, immediately they vomit the food. Have you seen this? This is a Vyagri Kriya, in other words. So it does not mean that only you have to take the water. He is talking about the water, but food will. Suppose you think that some poisonous thing you have eaten. Immediately after drinking water up to the throat, you can vomit that food, you know, out. So you can save. If some poisonous thing goes along with it. Yes, it can be done. But 2-3 times I have also, because when I was with Nathji at Kangra, so he did that because something was wrong in the food and he instructed me that you should drink water and do it. Because he can do it without putting the finger in the glottis, but he instructed me to put the finger in the glottis and take it out. So I took the food out.
In that time, your intention was different because you wanted to take that food also out.
Yes.
Because it was poisonous. But otherwise,
Whenever there is a problem, then only you have to do it. It does not mean that always you have to do.
Sir, may I add?
Pardon?
Sir, as per Shri Dhiren Brahmachari,
Dharendra Brahmachari.
as per him, I read in his books, that 4 hours after eating, once the food is digested in the abdomen, nothing should remain in the
Yes.
and it is then that you take it out. And he says that the tigers, this has been taken from tigers, the tigers take out their complete thing. I think all carnivores can yoga, sir.
Even dog also.
Yes, and it gives them a very big chest and a very small abdomen.
Hmm.
And it gives them Herculean strength. Great strength. So this is what was said by Dhiren Brahmachari.
In his book that I have also read.
Yes,
I have also
in
read.
his book.
So whenever there is a need, then only this kind of practice should be done. Otherwise, there is no need. You know, if you eat too much, and if there is a heaviness, then you may think of taking it out. Otherwise, it is okay. what we do, we go on gulping, we never chew the food properly, you know. One take this side and that side and then gulp the food. Machine will take care of it. That is what is the idea behind. He says that if something goes wrong, then only you have to do it. Nityam abhyas yoga, and then all kinds of cough problems can be overcome. Ekonvinchati hastaha. Ekonvinchati hastaha, panchminchati vaitatha, chaturangal vistaram, suksham vastram. Yesterday we were talking about the Vastra Dhoti. So he is talking about the Vastra Dhoti now. Pardon? Vastra Dhoti. Yeah. 19 cubits or 25 cubits in length. Yesterday 25 yesterday we were talking about 4 अंगुल चौड़ाई बेड्थ होना चाहिए एंड 32 इंच जो है, नहीं इंच नहीं, फिट जो है, इट शुड बी लॉन्ग. देन यू हैव टू ईट इट. Very easy. If you can eat with the help of madhu, shahad, honey, if you are interested, with the help of milk, just put the milk on the, and then you, but it should be poured properly in the water, because if it is a wet, then only you will be able to swallow it, otherwise not. So it is very easy. It is a matter of 2, 3, 4 days. If pardon?
For 4 days.
Just you have to try, because it is a foreign element, so body will vomit immediately out. हिंदी में बताइए. नहीं ना, वो आप बाहर ले लेंगे तुरंत. वो कैंची लेके जाना पड़ेगा आपको हर बार. But let me tell you, because I am a practitioner of this dhoti, really speaking, because I was suffering from this asthma problem, so it is not so difficult. In the beginning it becomes a bit difficult, but slowly you will be able to swallow it. After swallowing the dhoti, only this much remains. 32 feet dhoti you can swallow, only this much only remain outside. And then you have to rotate the, not nolly, if you are able, just you have to rotate little bit, and then you have to take it out, and you will see the whole mucus comes along with this, and you have to clean it with the hot water, and then you have to उसको sunlight में सुखा देना का, फिर उसको pour करके लपेट करके रखने का बहुत मेहनत होती है, but it is very good. You feel calm and quiet. All bronchial, this will be clean, neat and clean thereafter. It's a wonderful practice. Pardon? Pardon? It is purely cotton, pure cotton, and we have this in our this institute. We are selling out also. Now we are preparing.
We are getting from Yoga Vidya Niketan.
Yeah, Yoga Vidya Niketan takes from us. We are manufacturing dhoti actually. Khadi. But it is very not this thick, you know. It is very thin. The cloth is very thin, not thick. No, malmal to
कॉटन धोती का बहुत अच्छा धोती का पतला धोती का
patla dhoti. Okay, next time, how many you are interested to do this? I will, if I come back here, I will bring 10 dhotis along with me, will practice in front of you, and you will also learn. Gulam, Jwar, Pleha, Kusht, there are how many diseases you will be able to overcome with the help of this Vastra Dhoti. That is what he said. With the help of this Vastra Dhoti. It is, if there is a gulm stands for the tumors. If some type of tumor is there, jwara is a fever. Pliha, it is, if your spleen is enlarged, spleen problem, so that can, kusht roga, everyone knows this Kushtha Roga.
They said 32 types of Kushta.
Kushtha Roga, it is mentioned in Ayurveda,
Yes.
and we have mentioned, if you go through our Josna Tika,
Yes.
because I have audited that, so I have mentioned the all Kushtha Roga, all Kushtha Roga. It is a problem related to the skin particularly.
इसका सर बस्त धोती का
जी।
कितना गैप होना चाहिए? मान लीजिए फर्स्ट टाइम
First
एक
40 days
हफ्ता हमने कर लिया रेगुलर डेली बेसिस पर, इसके बाद कुछ मटेरियल निकलता नहीं है, उसमें कितना गैप होना चाहिए?
Actually, if there is a need, then only you have to practice it. Whenever you find the problem related to the cough, you immediately practice it. And it is not that you have every day or every week or every. This says at least Shankh Prakshalan, that should be done once in a year
Once in a year.
Once in
or twice in a year, not more than that. Maximum twice in a year, not more than that. Shankh Prakshalan. Likewise, dhoti, whenever there is a need, all this is given. Whenever there is a need, you feel that it is to be done, you have to go for this. As yesterday, we are going to discuss about the pranayam. When if suppose there is too much heat in the environment, you have to practice Jitli Sitkari pranayam. If there is too cold in the environment, you have to go for Vastrika and Surya Vedan. It does not mean that all you have to practice, no. Because whenever there is a need, suppose person is suffering from the fever and fever is high, at that point of time you do not have any medicine to give him. What we are doing in villages, we are putting this
ठंडे पानी या पट्टी
ठंडे पानी का पट्टी we put. Instead of putting the ठंडे पानी का पट्टी, it is better to practice Shitali pranayam or Sitkari pranayam, and you will see that it will be maintained, it will never allow the fever to increase. Okay, suppose there is a headache. In the beginning you have to change the flow of your nostril. Just you have to observe. Suppose you are feeling migraine is there. Just you learn which nadi is flowing, right or left. If it is left, if it is right, because whenever there is a pain, it must be right nadi is flowing. So you have to change the flow. So this left should be activated, and thereafter you should do this Shitali Sitkari pranayam. Just with keeping that in mind, you have to apply this. It is a kind of application of this. It does not mean that everything, every individual. See, he is having problem related to his just because he in his life he got an accident, and because of this he is unable to sit in Vajrasana. It does not mean that he cannot do the yoga abhyas. He can do it he can do it on the chair also. There is no problem. Every individual is unique. हर फूल की अपनी खुशबू है. अगर कोई गुलाब होगा तो हम झंडू से ही, भाई फूल तो फूल है, झंडू समझते हैं ना आप. कोई गुलाब हो तो हो, हम झंडू से ही, भाई है तो फूल ना, हवा आएगी हमारी खुशबू भी जाएगी. डू अंडरस्टँड? नाहीतर मराठीमध्ये पण सांगता येत मला. मी Arogyam, it will provide you the proper health, bal pushti, power, strength also, and bhavetasya dine dine. Every day you will be increasing your strength, your health with the help of this. That is what he says. Apan krurata. This first day it was discussed with you that the energy is one, but when it works in the different places in the body, the different names are. So apan is working from this navel to the anus region. This is the place the apan is located. This krurata, when this pran is a what you call it, the function of the pran is not proper, it is disordered. Krurata is disorder of the apan pran. That is what is this disorder. Something is wrong. So he says, apan krurata tabat, javat moolam na shodhyat. This apan becomes the disorder related to the apan only because so long your rectum part, the mool is not, the base is not clean. That is what he says. So मूल शोधन की बात कर रहा है. He is talking about the मूल शोधन. तस्मात् सर्व प्रयत्नेन मूल शोधनम. Therefore, with all efforts, this मूल is to be, rectum is to be cleaned. That is what. पीत मूलस्य दंडेन मध्यमा उंगलिना अपि च यत्नेन क्षालयेद गुह्यम बारिणा च पुनः पुनः. He says that if there is a possible this danda, pita moolasya dandam. Pita moolasya dandam, it is a stem of the this turmeric, you know. So that is what, so that can be inserted in the anus with the help of that, or with the madhima, this, because we are doing this Ganesh Kriya. You know this Ganesh Kriya? In the anus we have to clean, and bari means water we have to apply, and with the help of this finger or with the stem of this turmeric, this both with the help of this, it depends upon you whether you use this or you use that. It is an option for you, but this part is to be cleaned properly.
But for the gums and danta, also the same finger.
Yeah, kya?
The middle finger, you tell is better than this finger to clean the gums and.
Why? You have to go to Gerida to ask this question, not to me. Okay?
This finger, but this is not.
See, in India, we are cleaning each and every part of our body with our own hands. We are applying, while cleaning the hands, we are applying the left hand, not the right hand. Keep this in mind.
For Kriya anus,
Left
left hand.
hand. And for eating and other things, and doing puja with the right hand. This is the beauty of Indian culture, you know. Yes. So while inserting the finger, middle finger, it should be a middle finger of the left hand, not the right hand. It is to be added, but Gerinda has not said this. Okay. Actually speaking, friends, it is a matter of cleanliness. We have to clean the system, and actually speaking, some of us, they are doing. They do not know why they are doing, but they are doing. They are cleaning the system properly, and it should be done. Okay. Then, Variyet Kosht Kathinyam Ajirnam Nivariyet. Constipation, I used to say that whenever you are unable to, if you become so possessive in life, at that point of time you become constipated. This mental possessiveness is being reflected now on the body, and therefore you become constipated. So he says that if you apply this, if you clean the base, anus area, the rectum part, then there will be no constipation at all. That is what he, Kosht Kathinyam, he says. There will be no, so it helps you to overcome the constipation, as well as there will be no indigestion even. That is what he says. And it gives a kind of ajirnam nivariyat karanam kanti pushtyoscha. It becomes the cause of you become radiant, your appearance will become radiant, you know. वो जिस क्या बोलते हैं आप, हाँ, वो चेहरे पर तेज आ जाता है, चमक आ जाती है, कांति आ जाती है. एंड दीपनम बन्नी मंडलम, और आप दिस गैस्ट्रिक फायर विल बी awakened, increased. So when this gastric fire is increased, then what happens to you? You will be able to digest. It is said, but some of the things we have to keep in mind while going to the traditional text, because if you go through the Mayurasana, and it is said in Adpradipika, if you take the poison and go to the Mayurasana, and you will be able to digest the poison. Don't do it. My humble suggestion to you, because it is a just kind of to show the significance of the practice. They have used this kind of language. It is a symbolic, so we should not do it. So Jalbasti, now coming to the Jalbasti. Achha, you are repeating this. Jalbasti shushk bastir basti ch dudha smrito jalbasti jale kuryat shushk basti ch sada kshetau. Kshetau means bhumi, means earth, means. So jal basti shushk basti ch dudha, two types of basti, jal basti and shushk basti. These are the two varieties. So how to do the jal basti now? Nabhi magna jale payu nyast nalot katasana utkatasana. You have to go to the water up to this level, up to the navel region. Then you have to perform the utkatasana. And with the help of this utkatasana, you have to suck the water to the anus. It is not so easy, but as he was talking in the beginning, because in the childhood he learned these practices from his respected father. So similarly this can also be learnt, there is no doubt about it, and people who are practicing, yes. Actually speaking, only with the help of we have done a experiment. I would like to share with you. The first experiment you might have seen, Udyan.
Yes, Udyan.
With the help of this Udyan, there is a negative pressure is created.
Yes.
And because of this negative pressure, automatically you will be able to suck anything, whether it is a water or whether it is a milk or whether it is anything, you know. But people were using in olden times, they were fooling the peoples. They were performing Udyan and they were sucking the kerosene. Okay? Try to understand. They were sucking the kerosene. And then, whenever they were releasing this, so they were fooling the people that, see, with my urine you can light the lamp. Okay? See the practitioner is in front of you. Come here. Come here, please.
I didn't try it.
And see, the most important, I would like to appreciate him, because whenever I was in a need of energy, he was providing me the fruits. He is so humble man. Not only in front of him I am talking, but actually he is humble. So those who are humble, they are practitioners. If your ego is bit, so something is wrong in the practice. When you are having this kind of attitude, he knows the practice and slowly he says, I would like to say something. Please, you.
I practiced Nauli for a long time, but I thought I could never do the Basti.
Basti.
So I was reading Swami Satyananda's book. So he said, if you can do Udyan Ban, you can do. Then I just tried once and it came naturally.
Oh, yeah.
After that, you just do Nauli, then.
Actually speaking, you are very correct. If you have a mastery over Udyan Bandha, you will be able to suck the water inside. Anything can be sucked. Automatically it happens. Just you have to stay in a Utkatasana in the water, and water will be sucked automatically if you practice properly. That command you should have on Udyan Bandha. So there is no difficult. नाभि मग्न जले पायु न्यस्त नालोत्कट asana akunchanam prasaranam cheb. Akunchanam prasaranam, it is a kind of, in the beginning you have to do like a Ashwini Mudra. You know Ashwini Mudra? how this, have you seen sometime the horse? Horse, how he does, something like this. And therefore it is equated with the Ashwini Mudra. Might the yogis might have observed this horse, how he is doing, and on the basis of that they have applied. And this prasaran and kunchan, expansion and contraction, you have to do it, and automatically the water will be sucked inside. Jalbasti samacharit. What kind of problems you will be able to overcome? Prameyam. Get rid of urinary problems related to the urinary tract problems. Udavarta means it is problems related to the balls. What do you call it? Oh, yeah. And Krur Vayu, when this apan krurta, when this is a disorder related to the this, then Bhavet Swashand Dehascha Kamdeva Samo Bhavet. Now you will become, with the help of this Jalbasti, and you will be able to keep your body under control. Your body will be under your control, and it says, and you will look like a Kamdeva. Kamdeva is handsome, Kamdeva is very handsome, and therefore people are attracted towards Kamdeva. So that is what you will become, handsome, that is what he says. Paschimotan to basti chalitva shani shani ashwini mudra payum akunchit prasariyat. Now in the shushka basti, how you have to, it is to be done at the ground. So he says that Paschimotan, you have to perform you have to sit in Paschimotan asana, and then you have to do Ashwini Mudra, Kunchan Prasaran, expansion, and what do you call? The contraction, and Evam Abhyas Yogena Kosht Doshona Vidyate. So there will be no problem related to the abdomen. Vivardhet Jatra Agni, it will also increase the gastric fire. Am Batam Vinashyet. Am Batam, it cures any kind of indigestion. Am Bat is related to the indigestion. So all indigestion, there will be no problem related to the digestion. So indigestion, suppose there is a Am Bat, आँव पड़ती है ना कभी कभी, it is problem, this can be overcome with the help of this shushk basti. How to do it? Paschimotan, Ashwini Mudra, contraction and expansion of the anus part. So slowly if you do it, you will be able to overcome all kinds of problems related to the digestions.
I've also seen people practicing Bhastrika along with this.
Yes, it depends.
Bhastrika Kriya और साथ में ये
अश्विनी मुद्रा
तीनों एक साथ।
हाँ, मैंने कभी एक्सपेरिमेंट किया नहीं।
मैं देखा है किया नहीं।
एवं अभ्यास योगेन कोष्ठ दोषो न विद्यते, नथिंग related to the abdomen. Vivardet Jatra Agni, increases the gastric fire. Am Batam, problems related to the indigestion. Vinashit. Vitasti, now coming to the Neti part now. Vitasti Matram. This is what is the Vitasti Matra. This is called Vitasti in Sanskrit. ये जो है ना, इसको क्या बोलेंगे आप? This much. ये अंगूठे से और इसका जो है यहाँ तक. This is Vitasti Matram. This much sutra you have to take. That is what. And nowadays we used to in our we are selling this also this catheter, you know. This catheter of 9 inch. So this cubit is 9 inch. Can we measure this?
यहाँ से यहाँ तक बहुत छोटा है।
कैथेटर ट्यूब बड़ा रहता है।
Yes, है?
कैथेटर ट्यूब बड़ा रहता है।
9 इंच से ज़्यादा होता है। हाँ, well, लेकिन ग्रंथों में ऐसा आता है कि वो वितस्ती मात्र होना चाहिए, 9 इंच होना, ऐसा 9 इंच बताता है. सूक्ष्म सूत्रम नासा नाले प्रवेशित. नाउ यू हैव टू इंसर्ट इन द नोज, मुखात निर्गम, देन यू हैव टू टेक इट. आई थिंक ऑल I was practicing this sutra neti. Now we are practicing this rubber neti, catheter, you know, we are using. But previously it was wonderful, you know, this, it is not, it is available only somewhere in Haridwar, not available nowadays. But I have kept this Sutraneti. Mukhad nirgamiyat paschat prochite, that is what is said to be the neti karma. Sadhanat neti karyasya khechri siddhim mamapniyat. If you practice it properly, because you are taking it out from the mouth, you know, so you have to insert both the fingers and you have to take it out from the mouth. So slowly you are preparing yourself for the Khechri mudra also. That is what it says. Kapha dosha vinashyanti divya drishti prajayate. Kapha dosha, all problems related to the kapha will be overcome, and divya drishti, your sharp vision will be developed. Means if there is a problem related to the eyes, it can be sharp vision. Or divine vision, I don't use the divine vision, because only this divine vision was, this Dibya Chakshu were given to Arjuna with a view to see the Virat Roop of Lord Krishna. So therefore I have avoided the term divine. Yadyapi, if I have to translate it to Dibya, it is divine. But your Chakshu will be sharp. So your eyesight will be good if you practice it properly. That is what is to be understood. Amand Begen Tundam, now coming to the Nauli Kriya. Amand Begen Tundam Brahmed Uho Parshyo Sarbaroga Nihantihi Deha Anal Vivardhanam. It is fact, the one who is practicing this Nauli Kriya, there is no problem related to the abdomen, stomach. It is pakka. He is a amand begena, rapidly, amand, mand, amand, rapidly, forcefully, that is what is the meaning. Amand begena, rapidly move the abdomen, tundam, Brahmed uhu parshyo, Brahmed side by side you have to, as he was doing in the morning today. That is called Laulika. It destroys all types of problems, and Dehanal Vivardhanam, it increases the gastric fire also. The body heat is generated. Nimesho nimeshakam tyaktva suksham laksham. The Trataka is now talking about the Trataka. Nimesho nimeshakam tyaktva suksham laksham narishiyet patanti javada shruni tratakam prochite budai. This is a wonderful practice. Dear friends, if you are interested, really practice this Trataka, because it not only helps you for your insight, your eyesight, but also take you towards the meditation also. So with the help of this Trataka, so what we have to do is, it should be in front, where if you are sitting on the chairs, then it should be in line with your eyes, that whether there is a flame or whatever the object you have taken. So continuously you have to gaze on that in the beginning. This is to be performed in the beginning, continuously, so long the tears are not rolling, and as the tear comes, immediately you have to close, clean it, and again you have to start. Again you have to clean it, again you have to start. And slowly, this is a wonderful practice. You will be able to go sometime in meditation with the help of this Trataka. Though it is a Shuddhi Kriya, but it leads you towards the meditation. So what?
The evenings we can practice this.
In the evening.
In the evening.
Nimesho nimeshakam tyaktva. This blinking of the eyes should be stopped. That is what he says. Nimesho nimesh, it is a blinking of the eye. It should be stopped. And gaze should be at one, continuous gaze. Until tear comes. Patanti javata shuni, Tratakam prochit. That is what is said to be the Trataka. Ebam abhyasa yogena shambhavi jayate dhrubam. You will be able to practice Shambhavi Mudra with the help of this. Netra roga vinashyanti, all problems related to the eyesight will be overcome, and divya drishti prajayate, your eyesight again becomes
So may I add
sharp.
one word?
yes.
So in Tratak, actually they say that our mind as it wavers, along with that our iris twice के अंदर है, that also moves with our thoughts.
Of course,
Iris also moves.
of course.
So with Tratak what happens, once our gaze is steady, then the movement of the iris is arrested. So even the movement in the mind gets arrested. And the moment a person is able to reach perfect Tratakam, then he goes into Samadhi. Sir.
Of course, that
This
is what
has been said.
that is what I was talking about.
Yes.
So somewhere or other in the evening time, we should practice this. It not only helps us to maintain our eyesight, but also helps us to go to the dhyan state. And ultimately, and if you go to dhyan, so ultimately you will go to samadhi.
So what are the things that we have to be careful about, because it's too bright, it can hurt, right?
You can hurt the.
So how do we make sure that we're not stressing too much?
No, but we should not stress too much. I would like to share with you, because you know this Nath yogis always they have the dhuna, you know dhuna. You might be knowing. And in that dhuna they use the big this wood, you know, the stem part of the tree like this, you know, and that is being used in the dhuna. And that अंगार, धुने का जो इनका इसका जो अंगार होता है, I can focus on that angar. And Nathji used to call me, how you have learned this Trataka? From where you have learned this Trataka? I said, I do not know, but I enjoy continuously. It's a wonderful, it depends individual to individual. There was if you go to Kangra district, Kangra Bazaar, main bazaar, today, and if you talk about a Lambodari Baba, he was speaking Malayalam. There's a big shop of a Jagdish Di Atti. Jagdish is the name of the owner of the shop. He was giving him this blanket in the and so that person at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, he can gaze on the sun, you know, in the summer season. He was having that capacity. It depends upon individual to individual. Your capacity may be 10 times more than me. It depends individual. So whatever is, you should not limit your go beyond your limitations. That is what is to be kept. Whether you are performing asana, whether you are doing Trataka, whether you are doing Kumbhaka, do not exceed to your limit. That is what is to be kept. This is the general rule for practicing the yoga.
पंचाग्नि यज्ञ करते हैं, पंचाग्नि यज्ञ,
Pardon?
पंचाग्नि
Panchagni.
पंचाग्नि करते थे, चार साइड फायर रहता था, चारों साइड ऊपर से सन का एयर बीचों में,
Yes.
अभी निरंजन जी भी कर रहे हैं.
Because I didn't understand that the sun was this is like fire.
Yeah, this is a fireplace. We call it dhuna. Dhuna. It is a fireplace where we are using such type of woods, you know.
Oh, very big fire.
Very big fire, yes.
And then Trataka in this.
Yeah, Trataka on that. I can do this Trataka. I enjoy this, you know. I enjoy this. If it is bright, I enjoy. I mean, this, it happens individual to individual. You may not be able to tolerate this. He may be able to tolerate.
Guruji, can I share something?
Pardon?
This nowadays, people may taking Trataka for some light, there comes the Chinese bulbs, that is
LED bulbs.
LED bulbs.
They are very
So people should not mistake taking a lamp of LED and gazing, because that can have permanent retinal damage.
Retina damage.
So that you have. And one more thing, everybody might have heard Rasputin. Rasputin, the 18th century Russia.
Mhm.
So he was not into yogic culture,
Yeah.
but somehow yoga was there in him. So he just looks at a person, the person falls for him. So doing Trataka, no, the person's eyes have become so powerful and so hypnotic.
That is what, no doubt about it.
Then you got total eyes.
I don't know that. Thank you very much.
सोलापुर में
Because-
गया था एक अश्वमेध यज्ञ में, वहाँ पर मैं देखा स्कूल के जो वेद के बच्चे थे, वेदांत जो पढ़ते थे,
Today, just a minute. Today, that no, he is not here. Who speaks in when we are eating in between? He speaks Shri Ramchandra ji ki jai. You know the person? Sagar. Sagar. He today morning after this breakfast, so I came by washing my plate and he was going to wash his plate. In between we met. He said, "Are you angry with me?" I said, "No." But your eyesight sometime, in the beginning it is good, but sometime it seems that you are angry. Today he was talking in the morning.
वो Trataka था.
So it is the reflection of the Trataka.
उसमें मैं बोल रहा था
And he has also observed that your eyes, because he is a practitioner. Actually speaking, if you practice for few days, you will start enjoying and you will become addicted for it. मजा आ जाएगा आपको. And this maja is not available in the sensory other pleasures, to be very, very frank. The way he is enjoying his practices, some of the practices I may not be able to do, some of the practices she will not be able to do, but some of the practices she can do. Purpose should be higher. Okay.
सोलापुर का जो मैं बता रहा था,
जी, sorry.
वेदांत क्लास में बच्चों को सुबह 7 बजे सन गेजिंग कराते थे,
हाँ.
सूर्य पर त्राटक का एक कराते थे, करीब 10 मिनट का कराते थे, पूरा वेद का क्लास था
हाँ.
मॉर्निंग बच्चों को.
हाँ, नहीं वो सब जगह कराते हैं. सुबह की उसमें कौन सी वेव्स ज़्यादा होती हैं?
No, not ultraviolet. There are infrared rays are there.
वो कुछ वेव्स का है, साइंटिफिकली दे आर प्रूव्ड. In the morning, early in the morning, when sun rises, if you concentrate on the sun, so that waves, it is proved by the scientific study.
Extremely good.
It is extremely good, and your eyesight will be maintained. This is the superficial result of this. But otherwise, you will be concentrated. You will be more, as he said, because of the eyeballs, retina, it is always moving, and as it moves, the mind is also moving. There are thought ripples always. So if it stops, the thought ripples will be stopped. That is what is the purpose. This is a simple example, Yes.
There's a man in my place, his name is Hira Ratan Mane.
Hira Ratan.
He's, actually the sun gazing was a tradition with Hindus and the Sumerians, Egyptians, but the science was lost. So nobody knows the real secret. So this man experimented on his own body for around 30 years. He was a businessman. He was a shipping merchant. Then he experimented a lot on his own body, nothing like working on our own body. And he could live without food for many years.
Of course, on the solar energy.
That man's body, the NASA experimented on his body around 250 days something. So he just can live without food. Only drinks water. And the technique is very simple. The first day you gaze at the sun for 10 seconds, within the rising of the sun, and or within the setting of the sun, the first 1 hour, because it doesn't contain ultraviolet rays. The second day 20 seconds, the 30 seconds, 40 seconds. He says you have to stand on mud. Mud.
Because it is too much heat, so with a view to release the heat, you have to stay in the mud.
And slowly, he said, if you go up to 45 minutes, and you have to come back slow, just like that, 10 seconds, and you stay at 15 minutes, that's enough to keep your body light. The dependence and craving on food totally vanishes.
Vanish.
And I went up to 15 minutes.
You yourself? He is fasting today for Ekadashi. You know? I requested him to come to this. He said, no, I am fasting today.
I met him 3 times. He was in New Jersey for a meeting. This man came and then he was not.
But
he
that,
didn't have to eat at all. He had no need for food.
and
or sleep.
to your surprise, I would like to share with you, I was talking about this Lambod. People used to, he may be Lambodari in Kerala, Gujarati. So, we used to call him Lambu Baba because he was 6.5 feet. Lambu Baba. We used to call him Lambu Baba. In Krishna Paksha, you know, there are 2 full moon and this dark nights. Krishna Paksha, he was becoming mad, totally mad. And in Shukla Paksha, he was very gentleman, you know. And he was, I have seen with my own eyes, because he used to smoke. And let me share this with you. I was in Gupta Ganga, Kangra. There is a place, Gupta Ganga, Kangra. I was staying for just my one sadhana in Gupta Ganga, and he came to me. After submitting my PhD thesis and whatever I had submitted, the same copy I was carrying with me wherever I was going. So the copy was with me. So this Lambu Baba came and he said, I don't have cigarette today. So I took the cigarette packet and a matchbox and handed over to him. So he came and I was sitting on this asana, my asana, because that was, I was in the period of sadhana, so I was sitting on the asana. He came and sat on my asana, so it was not, I felt something, no, it is not good why he sat on my asana, you know. As he sat on my asana, he said, Mr. Man, you have committed a mistake in your thesis. And it is the page number 12, line number 16, or line number 6. You have made a mistake. Immediately, because I was having the copy of my thesis and I saw there was a mistake. That kind of person. He was gazing the sun like anything, you know. So I think that he was staying without food. He was staying without food also. In Krishna Paksha, particularly when he was becoming mad, I don't know what was the reason behind, but he was a great man. He was refusing me. He was insisting me, don't go to Lonavala, don't go to Lonavala. There's no need to go to Lonavala. Again and again he was refusing me. Then I requested my master to convince him, because I cannot go without his permission, you know, because he is a person who is having that kind of ability. So if he don't allow me to go, something may go wrong. So please convince him, so that allow me to go, because I wanted to do something. My master was interested that I should do something in this Hatha Yogic and this yoga, something in the yoga path, and that's why I am here. I got so many opportunities. I would have a professor in the university, I would have a director in the education department in Himachal Pradesh, because I was selected as a language officer and it was a district, but I followed the instructions of my master and therefore I am here. I do not have any bank balance with me, I do not have anything. So wherever I go, I get this food to eat, everything, whatever is needed. So Mother Nature provides everything. Pardon? My family is, she is a naturopath. She is also practitioner, yes. Yeah, she is there in Lonavala. She looks after the naturopathy section. You might have met with her.
I met.
Kusum Sharma.
Yeah.
And I am leading a, now I am leading a Banprasthi kind of life. You know Banprasthi? Yes. My son and my daughter. Daughter is studying and son is working. So you will laugh at me because yesterday I was talking with you, Sarvaratnopasthanam. When you learn to live in tune with Mother Nature, whenever there is a essential need, that will be fulfilled by the Mother Nature also. So one of my friend who kept 25 lakhs rupees on my name, and he said that now you take education, this loan, and allow your daughter to go to America to learn, you know. I have no money, but 25 lakhs, this FD is on my name. No? FD, what do you call it? It is a deposit. But his money is of, say for example, the name of the person who has given this 25 lakhs, Mr. Manohar Gupta. Not mine, but it is on my name. So that's why I used to say that this Mother Nature gives you everything. I have no problem. Whatever decision I took as per the instructions of my master, and that decision was wonderful decision. And today I am happy with this. So, evam abhyas yogena shambhavi jayate dhrubam netra roga vinashyanti. All problems related to the eyes will be overcome. Divya drishti prajayate. Again, there is your sharp vision you will be able to get. Bhat kramen, vit kramen, shit kramen, visheshta, bhal bhati, tridha kuryat, kaph dosham nivariyet. Now this bhal bhati, in other words, is kapal bhati. He used to call it. It shines the bhala, and therefore it is called kapal bhati or bhal bhati. It is one and the same, there is no difference at all. So he says Bhat kramen, Vyut kramen, Shit kramen. This is of three kinds according to Gheranda, and it, with the help of this you will be able to overcome the problems related to the Palgam or this. So what is the Bhat Kram? How to practice this Bhat Kram? He says, Idya Puriyed Vayu, Rechet Pinglya Puna, Pinglya Puritva Punas Chandrena Rechet. Today morning you were practicing it. You know, this is a Bhat Kram. Means you have to inhale with the help of this. You have to inhale through the right, left nostril. Then you have to exhale to the right. Then and exhale to the left. This is a one round of your Anulom Vilom without Kumbhaka. The same practice you have to do. This is Bhat Kram, Bhala Bhati according to Gheranda. Purakam Rechakam Kritva Begena Natu Dhariyet. Purakam Rechakam Kritva Begena Natu Dhariyet Evam Abhyasa Yogena means you should not hold. That is what he says. Dhariyet means you should not hold. Actually, this Shrish Chandra Basu's book and our book, there is a difference on some because it is a critical edition. This Shrish Chandra Basu's book is based on only one manuscript, but this book is based on 14 manuscripts.
So Dhariyat is correct.
Dhariyat is correct because Chaliyat, he is talking about the holding. Rechakam Purakam Kritva. After doing this Puraka, do not hold the prana. Evam abhyas yogena, this kapha dosha. Nasabhyam jalam akrishya. Now it is what you call the bath kram. Now the vitkram, now you have to take the water through the one nostril. That is what nasabhyam, or no, both the nostrils. Jalamakrishya. Nasabhyam is both the nostrils. Jalamakrishya, you have to suck the water. Punarbhaktrena rechiyate. It should be taken and it should be expelled out through the mouth. Nasabhyam, you have to take through the nose and take it from the mouth. Payam vitkramen. No, he call it bhalbhati. Gerinda call it bhalbhati. Payam vitkramena. Repeatedly, shlesham dosham nivariyet. Now he says, again and again, baram, again and again you have to do it. You have to take water and then you have to exhale through the mouth. That is what shlesham dosham nivariyet. Problem is related to the, it cures the problem related to the. Now here it is, if you go through the other, he is also talking about the Nadi Shuddhi Pranayam, but he is talking about, because the purpose is to clean the passages. Okay, that is what is the purpose. So he calls it as a Bhatkram Bhalabhati, then Vyutkram Bhatvali with the water, and then third one is Sheetkram. Let us see. Sheetkritya Pitva Bhaktrena, Sheetkrit, sucking the water by the mouth as if produce a hissing sound. Something we used to do it, something like this, hissing sound. Then nasa nale virechet. Now in the beginning, Vyutkram you have taken through the nose, nasabhyam, and you have expel out through the mouth. Now you have to take through the mouth and you have to expel through the nose. This is called Sheetkrita. So Bhalbhati is of three kind. What is that? Bhat or Jal. Jal means this Vyutkram, and then it says Sheetkram. So this is what, so the difference is, so just you remember that Bhatkram Bhalbhati is nothing but it is Anulom Bilom Pranayam, in other words. Only you are using the air bath. Now here, water you are using, you are taking the water through the nose, nasabhyam, and you are expelling it out through the mouth. This is called Vyutkram. And Sheetkram is you have to take the water by producing a hissing sound. You have to take it. If you produce hissing sound, then only you will take it through the nose, Take it out through the nose. Otherwise not. This is Sheetkram Bhalbhati according to Gheranda Samhita.
People are practicing this?
Yes, of course. I was suffering from this sinus problem also. So I was practicing, but it is a kind of, if you take this water through the neti with the help of this, yes. And even I was using this ghee, ghee, grit. I was using grit for this. So na jayate vardhakam na joro neva jayate, no budapa, no aging effect problem. So those who are interested to remain young, they should practice this Bhalbhati, and there will be no jwara. Bhavet sushanda dehascha, your body, you will be everything, your body will be under your control. And kapha dosham nivariyet, and there will be no problem related to. Iti Shri Gheranda Samhitayam Gheranda Chand Sambade Ghat Yoge Shat Karma Sadhanam Nam Prathmopadesha. This is what is the first chapter. Now we have to take a round and we have to discuss this first chapter each other. Now it is open for discussion. So from where we have started? Now in the beginning there is a philosophy. The Gheranda philosophy he has discussed about the philosophy, and he talks about the Not the Hatha Yoga, but the Gatastha Yoga. Is it okay for you? So, if it is open now, we can discuss now, and thereafter we can start the second chapter. So, everything is now open for discussion with regard to the first. So, we will be able to take one round of the whole chapter, you know. So, once you will be reminded of everything. So, in the beginning there is a philosophy. Gheranda is talking about the philosophy because of the karma, how we are repeating this cycle, birth and death, you know. Isn't it? It is only Sukrit and Dushkrit karma responsible for our everything, you know. This is in the beginning. With a view to make that kind of mindset, with a view to overcome this cycle, Gheranda provides us 7 methods. Okay? So it is called Saptanga Yoga. There are Chaturth, 4 Anga Yoga. There is a Ashtanga Yoga. There is a Shadanga Yoga. But Gheranda talks about the Saptanga Yoga. So Saptanga, it is very clear. With the help of the Kriyas, what you are Shodhanam, you are purifying the system. But when you are working, it is to be kept in mind that whenever you are working with the physical body, it does not mean that you are limited to the physical body. You are reaching to the, as we used to say that if you are doing asanas properly, you are reaching to the nervous system, you know, with the help of this asana practices. Similarly, so with the help of Shatkriyas, we are purifying the system, and when we talk this Ghata, it is not only the body, but the mind is also inbuilt, because according to our thought, the mind and body, this is the product of Prakriti. So therefore, we are Chodhanam, it is a cleansing of this Ghata with the help of Shuddhi Kriyas. Now with the help of asana, there is a, what do you call? With the help of asanas, Dridhata, Asanen Bhavet Dridham. That is what is mentioned. Asanen Bhavet Dridham. That firmness, Dridhata comes. So asana should not be understood only at the physical level. It must be given thought towards the, it is a kind of attitude, mental attitude also. So asana is not only, it gives you that kind of firmness to your thought also. Not only to the physical aspect, but also you will be firm in your thought. Means that is what, if I talk in terms of Patanjali, then I would say Shraddha. That kind of Shraddha, you will be firm, you know, because this Shraddha is based on your concrete experiences, and therefore you are firm with whatever you have taken up. You never leave it. So when you have this kind of Shraddha, in other words we call it Nishtha. If you have that kind of Nishtha in your mind, then only Virya comes. Virya here does not mean anything else except the bigger, you know. Bigger means untiring attitude. When there is a firmness in your thought, then there is an untiring attitude automatically develops. So you never get tired thereafter. Firmness. The only firmness can make you untiring. So, Virya. Smriti, you will remain always goal oriented. You never miss that. Your thought never goes toward the worldly affairs thereafter. So you will be pertinent, always in goal oriented. That is called Smriti. Shraddha, Virya, Smriti. Then Samadhi Prajna. That kind of integration automatically will be developed within you. So friends, don't take only the Shodhan Kriyas at the physical level. It gives you that kind of Shodhan Kriya or Asana firmness to your thought also. Your emotion, stability of your emotions also, that is to be kept in mind. Shraddha, Shodhanam, and then asnen bhavedridam. Thereafter, pratyaharena. See, this patience comes only because of this. You will be, when you practice this pratyahara, when you teach this, when you understand or when you regulate your natural instincts, thereafter you will be able to follow this patience. You will be patient thereafter. Whatever is happening, you go on accepting it thereafter. But when you follow, what does it mean? Patanjali defines pratyahara in the 50th sutra of the second chapter. He says, swa vishay asamparyoge. When your sensory organs, when they are not getting a chance to meet with their respective object, then what happens to you? Automatically your conscious becomes introvert. Chit sarupanukara. It will become followed introvert. Pratyak chetana, that is what is the same is applied here. Pratyak chetana. It becomes introvert thereafter. That is what is the pratyahara. And once then you are patient. Once you understand that this is what is the truth, thereafter patience, you automatically develop this patience. Pratyaharena. Then pranayamena, lightness, laghavam. Pranayamena laghavam, lightness. So pranayama helps you to overcome all kinds of impurities. As it was said in the beginning, that if yoga is an art of living, then the application of this art is nothing but pranayam. With the help of you will be able to remove the tamoguna as well as the rajoguna, and there will be lightness. You will be able to increase the sattva to a certain extent, and with the help of which tada akshiyate prakasha varanam, all impurities will be removed and your consciousness will be clear. Thereafter comes, there comes dhyana. Dhyanena. Let me know please, what happens with the help of dhyana? Pratyaksham, and this pratyaksham is not based on your sensory organs. It is a direct perception. It is a direct perception. It is a kind of actualization of your own. You get the glimpses of your true nature in this state of dhyana. And then nirliptam, samadhina nirliptam. These are the sapta anga we have to keep in mind. And for the sake of this, so can we go to this? So all the Shat Kriyas thereafter we have discussed. So this kind of description is not available anywhere in the yogic literature except Ghirinda. So you have to understand the 21 Shuddhi Kriyas are described by Ghirinda, 21. This is to be. So Antardhauti, Dandadhauti. Antardhauti is the internal part. With the help of this Batsar, you have to suck the air and you have to throw the air through the anus. Then Barisar, you have to drink the water through it with a view to clean the alimentary canal. That is the purpose. That is the purpose. Then Bannisar, Agnisar, today in the morning we were practicing this Bannisar. And Bahishkrit Dhoti, rectum part is to be cleaned properly. Olden days people were taking out this rectum part, they were cleaning with their hands and they were sucking inside thereafter. But nowadays, on the name of this, we are using this anema, anema. People used to say that we have to, whenever we are using enema, we have to be careful. Sometime when you are inserting the tube inside, there may be some injury and it can create problem. So we have to be careful. Then Danta Dhoti, though it is said Danta Dhoti, but it is related to the head part. So Danta Dhoti, teeth, how we have to clean, we were talking today. Then the tongue, root of the tongue we have to clean. Then Karnarandhara. So if you are using these words nowadays, it is sufficient, but it should be used. And if you go to any 3-star or 5-star hotel, you may find that everywhere it is kept, the birds are kept. Because it is compulsory for the 5-star hotel to keep the everything, birds, everything. So birds, Kapala, the frontal sinus is. Then comes the Hirit Dhoti. So we are the stick of this turmeric stem that can be, or no, banana ramba, this ramba dandam, harit dandam. There are 2 dand which can be used for this. But nowadays what we are doing? We are using the rubber tube, we are inserting the rubber tube. And then the Baman Dhoti, it is a kind of Kunjal Kriya. If you are unable to do it Kunjal Kriya, just whenever there is suppose you feel acidity. First day when I started with him, the reason is that I took tea and went to the practice. And I was really in the problem when he said that you lie down in a Shavasana, and I was in Shavasana trying, but it was just because of the acidity. Immediately I turned, you might have observed. Immediately I turned and I, on the prone position I came. And with the help of this, in prone position I was practicing Sitkari just to cool down. And that's why I could, otherwise this mal was coming, this acidity was coming in the mouth, it was very difficult. And Vastra Dhoti, it is a wonderful practice, sometime we'll see to it. Mool Shodhan, analyst part is to be. So, my dear friend, you should have to use the left hand's middle finger, no, not the right hand, okay? Next one. So, Jal Basti, this Basti, you have to go to the water, you have to perform the Utkatasana, and if you, as we were discussing about the Udyan Bandha, automatically you will be able to take the water inside. So that is because of the negative pressure. So it happens. And Sthul Basti, Paschimottanasana, and then you have to practice the contraction, that is Ashwini Mudra, and with the help of this. Then Neti, it is people used to do this with the thread, olden days, but now it is rubber Neti. It is Bitasti Matram. Bitasti Matram, it may be 9 inches, Then Bam and Nauli, today morning he was, in the beginning he said that I could learn to take it in the middle. So that is Madhyama Nauli. And then he tried to the right side, so that is Dakshana Nauli. And thereafter he tried to the Bam Nauli, left side. This Colonel Saab, with the help of the pressure on the hands, he could move the right and left Nauli, Bam and Dakshan Nauli. So that is what, and this is what called, according to him, it is a Brahmar, when you are rotating, it is a kind of Brahm, it is a whirlpool kind of, that he was doing, in the morning. That is what is the. And then Tratka is Vahiranga and Antaranga. Vahiranga, in the beginning you have to you take this candle, and we were talking about the sun gazing, and so many methods. You can put the one spot, and on that you can do it. And sometime your eyes are opened, but Antaranga, your Lakshya is Antaranga. Your eyes are opened. Sometime you are thinking, and just you become something like this. Isn't it? So you are not looking outside, you are somewhere inside. That is Antaranga. Yes, sir?
I had a question with this. After gazing on the candle, you see an after image of the flame. That is not Antaranga.
No, that is not Antaranga. It is Bhairanga. Therefore, it is Bhairanga.
After image be Bhairanga.
Yes, it is Bhairanga. And then Kapal Bhati, Bhatkram is nothing but it is Anulom Bilom, in other words. Vyutkram is you have to take the water to the nose and you have to take it from the mouth. Then you have to, for the last one, take from the mouth and exhale through the nose. This is what. So the first chapter is completed. So we'll now, if you have any question or if you want to discuss anything, it will be better. So in the second session, we'll start the second chapter, which deals with the asanas.